Welcome back to Two of a Kind. I am with Michelle.
I love how you always do that, and you do the intro too, which is really nice.
Yeah, I just feel like I've really taken on that responsibility.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah. Okay, so today I feel like we should discuss, because it's Two of a Kind and we said it was because we're twins.
Yeah.
I feel like we should get into some I don't know, some things about being twins. I'm not saying controversial because some things aren't controversial, but
Yeah.
things that people might think or whatnot.
For sure. We're not even gonna dibble dabble.
Oh, what do you want to dibble dabble?
I don't know. Can we talk about what we're doing later? The fact that I feel like nothing is gonna fit properly.
Sure.
Just because we're going to do this thing for this guy who is doing his own suits. And he always does men's suits, and now he's like, oh, I'll do women's suits. And this was 3 years ago. And we're like, yeah, if you need someone to measure and stuff, just so he has a
Michelle,
mannequin.
I had no idea what you said. If you saw, I was like, wait, what is she talking about? So I'm glad you really went into that, because I was lost in the sauce for a second.
Yeah, so he always does these men's suits, and now he's like, okay, I want to do some women's stuff. So 3 years ago, we're like, yeah, you can use us for measurements. He was all excited. And now today he's like, okay, I want to do the photo shoot with the suits I made for you guys.
Yeah, it's been a long time
and I'm
coming.
like, what were the measurements 3 years ago? He didn't even want to remeasure.
No, but that's what happens. We keep going to get remeasured, but we're fluctuating, things are happening certain times.
Yeah.
And you catch me in December, I'm gonna weigh differently than getting my summer body ready.
No,
you know what
for
I mean?
sure.
So things just change.
No, that's why I'm like, what is this gonna be like in
Yeah.
a couple hours?
It'll be interesting.
No, it'll be so interesting. I feel like hopefully he's not disappointed if they're not
Yeah.
looking the way he thought they would look, you know?
I'm so envious of people who are so creative like that. He's drawing his vision, bringing it to life. It's so nice.
I know. No, it's honestly very cool.
Yeah, even other people that I see
He's backed by a good team. There's people who build it.
Oh, 100%. But even I see online, even bathing suits, things like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, good for you.
No, for sure. I would be that person that would be the cheaper version of something else, because I have no creative mind.
Yeah.
So I would just take something that I like and put a little spin on it, but it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, well, I feel that's all fashion now. You buy one
Yeah.
thing, it's everywhere because everyone's doing their variation of it.
Yeah, it's fast fashion.
Yeah, maybe we get into it.
No, literally, I'm like, well, what can I make? No, and I don't even know what I would make. Honestly, dresses, because recently I've been needing a lot of dresses, and I hate everything.
I know.
And I'm a really bad shopper. So,
I know, we went shopping the other day with our mom, and she was like, she's just so difficult.
No, I heard her shit talking me in the changing room, and I'm like, is she for real? No, just because I'm just not impressed with anything.
Yeah. But you also go in with a vision that you want. You're like, oh, I'm gonna wear this type of dress to this event, and then you're just searching for that specific dress.
I know. I think it's because I literally did that. I wanted a certain thing, and I was just not finding it.
Yeah. Well, it was a success, so.
No, yeah, I'm glad I got something. So.
Success story.
Exactly. So let's dive into what you were saying.
Yeah, I feel we're gonna maybe talk. We have some notes here. I feel
pulled it up. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna pull it up?
Just to have it next, just in case I forget some things I want to say, because I wrote down
I love a little homework session, you know?
Yeah. Dropping my. Yeah, sorry.
No, I was just thinking about just at the time in our lives, we're obviously, well, things are happening to both of us, just at different stages. So people are always like, oh, are you competitive with each other? And this is not just going to what's happening in our lives now. I feel it's always been like that.
For sure.
Even through school, or you getting opportunities, or me getting opportunities, and it's oh, do you feel envious? Are you jealous? Are you competitive?
What bothers me more about even being jealous, or if we're in competition, it's other people constantly asking. It's you could something good can happen to you, and it's do you feel bad that didn't happen to you?
Oh my god, I know.
And it's why are you making this pity party for me that I'm not even creating for myself? You're bringing it to me.
Yeah.
And that I don't like, because I'm relax. If I didn't say it, don't start creeping in to see if I feel a certain way.
I said the same thing. I'm actually, we're the most supportive of each other. We're you go girl, you get that job, you get this listing, you get this, whatever it is.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's other people pinning us against each other. It's literally
no, it's true. I'm constantly fighting the outside world.
No, literally, it's who's the smarter one? Who's more creative? Who has more of an attitude? It's okay, so now we have to fight about this?
Yeah. Yeah, now I have to be like, no, you're the mean one. It's
Yeah.
like, but I don't actually think like
No,
we're
literally,
mean.
it's other people.
Yeah, it's a constant battle. Even with like, I remember like getting ready for our friend got married in Mexico, and we were like, okay, like just like discussing, and she got married in like the end of November. The winter is really hard when you're going on a beach vacation because your mentality throughout the winter was not I'm going to be in a bathing suit. It was I'm going to be in oversized sweatpants.
Yeah.
So when we're like, oh my God, we should like start like eating better like the month of November just before her wedding. John was like talking to his mom and he was like, well, you know, like she has someone to like compare herself to. I was like, excuse me, sir. What are you saying? I was like, we don't compare each other like that. I was like, I feel like that was like deflecting other people, like comparing.
No, literally.
Yeah, I was like, no, like at all.
Yeah.
And it's like if someone's gonna try to like better themselves, you want to try to better yourself, but it's like not in a competing type of way.
No, at all. And we kind of motivate each other. It's so fun doing things. If we're both wanting to do like a certain workout, then it's like motivating that we're both doing like these little challenges or like eating well together. No, it's like it's other people that are toxic, okay? Let me tell you.
No, other people are very toxic. But even just like in everyday life, like I find everyone's like we go through life together obviously, but not every stage in our life we have to be like matched up every single time. It's like it's like a friend, like you're not always at the same space as your friend,
but you also want your own moment. It's like something big is going on in your life, like you got engaged, like at the second you got engaged, it's like, are you gonna get engaged? It's your boyfriend. And it's just like, oh my God, can this girl not have her own moment? And it's not even that, and now you're making me feel bad that I'm not engaged. Like I don't understand that. It's like, why can't we just have our own thing is going our own time, own thing is going on.
Yeah, and like you really don't want to be overwhelmed with two things. Like everyone deserves like their chance to like.
And like our poor mom who would have to deal with like two engagements.
Yeah, no. Like no, she has enough.
No, exactly. So it's like literally other people. But even I feel like we've never been in competition.
No, we've never been, but I feel like there's probably, I'm gonna say like twins out there who feel like that, especially if they're not close after. I feel like that's why, because they grew up very competitive with each other.
Yeah.
That now they're like not close because they're almost like jealous of each other, which is really bad.
Yeah.
You
but
know,
we've even picked different like paths school wise. Like you were into law, I went into finance. So it's like, how can you be competitive when you're not in the same field? Yeah, in the same space. We didn't even go to university in the same city.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I guess that helps. But we're like rooters.
We're rooters. But speaking of going to university at different like spaces, do you feel like that was like a good thing that we did university separate? Even like we went to the same college, but like in different
fields.
Yeah.
I think for university, because before you were gonna go to Ottawa, you were gonna go to the same university as me. And it's weird to think that you could have been like
I couldn't even imagine.
No, imagine we would have taken like similar classes, because at the first like year you all take the same stuff. So I think looking back, I'm so happy we didn't. It's kind of like we each got our own experience.
Yeah.
And we made new friends separately, and then we can also like share friends. You know? No, I think it was good. I think it would have been weird. I've never been in your class before, and in university we might have been.
Yeah.
And again, the teacher, even though teachers don't know anybody's name, they would have definitely not known us.
No.
People would have just, I don't know, would have been just very annoying, if I'm going to be real.
I think so too. And it kind of like helped us, not that, because just like in high school, like it's always the twins, but like going to different universities really helped separate our identities, because people only knew you. So they really just knew Michelle as like an individual and not like as a twin.
Yeah, 100%.
And I find that even now, like now that we're working, like that's not something I tell people. Like you're not like, oh, and these are my siblings and this is this. Like
no, but you know when I love to pull that out?
When
you're like, okay, name some facts about yourself.
Oh yeah, the
I'm
fun
like,
fact.
Great, this is a fact. Love to whip that card out.
Yeah.
But before that, no one knows until I'm like deciding.
Which is like, because then you're really just like building yourself.
Yeah.
You're not like in competition.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone
but I find twins who like, well, we know like a set of twins who like really like are very like hand in hand with each other. They like to dress the same, and I'm pretty sure they did the same career path and they're always together.
I don't even know.
Elementary school.
Yeah, I don't know now, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Yeah, you know, like they lived together where like we didn't live together. Like I lived with you at home, but like I'm not about to move out and live with you.
No, 100%. Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's a bit much.
It just like, then you really intertwine your lives too much that like there's no separation, and I feel like being a twin is you're already a disadvantage of trying to be like your own person.
And I wouldn't say we feel competition, but there's certain things that you do and that you get to do that I'm like jealous of, but not in like a mean jealous way where it's like I want someone, I'm so jealous I don't want that, but I'm like, oh my god, I want that too, and then I'm like living through you, and I literally tell you like I'm jealous that you're doing this.
No, but me too. I feel the same way with you and your things too.
I'm like, what? But
what do you mean? I feel like the fact that you get to like you're dating someone who like loves to work out and like works out with you and is like on that same like like I feel like
mine is so much more superficial. Like, wow, okay, you're getting like,
why mine's not superficial? I don't know. It's just like,
no, mine is.
Oh, but I'm just saying like it's just like something that you're like, oh, that's so nice. But even some of our friends have like a significant other who loves to work out with them and like do that, which is like nice. So that I'm like, oh yeah, like that would be nice. Yeah. But I'm not like, oh, I hate you because you have that.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, there is things where I'm like, oh, I want that also.
Yeah. Oh, you had to circle back to discuss that. You're like, I missed this point.
Yeah, no, but we were just talking about it. But yeah, like just, I guess certain things in that aspect. And then there's people, again, the outside world.
These toxic fucking people.
No, literally, that you'll go do something and then they'll be like, oh, do you feel bad that you're not doing that? I'm like, no, I can't wait to text her and ask her how it's all going. Like, I just want to know every detail.
Yeah.
So, again, it's like other people.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, no shit, I want that. Like, why are you asking me?
No, but the way they're asking is not like, oh, do you want that? You'd be like, yeah. It's more like, do you feel sad inside that you don't have that? Like, they're saying it in more like a negative way.
Yeah. Or things that, like, you have. I'm like, nah, I'm going to go into her closet and borrow it. Like, I couldn't give a shit.
Oh my god, so all I do is like raid your closet.
I know, everyone's like, oh, like sometimes you get nice things and they're like, oh, are you borrowing them from Olivia? I'm like, I go into Olivia's closet and I'm like, what is there to borrow? Like, and I want something, and then you come to mine and you're like attacking. I'm like, what is there?
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes in your closet,
it's just Zara, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but it's like more like just like clothing. I feel like I have like pieces that are like really nice pieces, but I can't wear it every day, or like it adds to an outfit, so then I have to go to your closet to get an outfit, to bring this piece in.
Okay, no, I understand.
It's a production. It's a production.
It's a whole production. And then on top of being a twin, we also have a sibling, and then I feel like it's, how is it like, I know what it's like to have a sibling. And then I know what it's like to have a twin, but I don't know what it's like to be that other sibling. Do you know what I mean? Who's not part of like being twins with somebody.
It's crazy because every like set of twins that I know, it's never just like them two. They always have a sibling.
Oh, I know someone that's just them two.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but like just acquaintance. Like I have them on Instagram. Like nothing crazy.
Okay. No, because everyone I know has it. Actually, I was talking to like an old friend who has siblings. So she's the sibling that doesn't have a twin. So her two siblings are twins and they're fraternal, like a boy and a girl.
Yeah.
And she's really close, and they're younger than her. So she's really close to her sister.
Yeah.
She's like, we're really close. And she's like, and then it dawned on me that like she has like this crazy bond with like her brother. She's like, and then sometimes I feel left out. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot she's like really close to him.
Yeah.
Like they'll do things together and stuff like that, and then she'll like clue in. She's like, oh my god, I'm so in like my head that I think I'm so close with her, and then she has like this sibling. Yeah.
I find it's different when it's like a boy and girl, like twins too.
Me too.
Because you're not, I don't know if you're, I mean there are people who are just as close, but I just feel like it's different. Like you're fraternal, so it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's a different bond.
I feel like it's a sham.
No, it's a waste of being a twin. Like, I would not just want to have a sibling in the same grade as me.
Me neither. Like, fuck off.
Who's a different sex?
Yeah.
No, pointless. Might as well be my sibling and be your older,
like
younger.
No one knows. It's like,
not that literally you probably don't look alike. Nobody probably knows that you're twins.
So true. But I feel like being the sibling of a twin must be hard, honestly, because I feel like a lot of the times, like our experience like growing up, it was always like the twins, and then our brother was kind of like, oh, but I'm here too, like what about me?
Yeah, left out of the crowd.
Yeah.
So and then, also we always have each other to play with, we're always hanging out, and then there's like an older brother who are like, oh, we don't need you, like we have each other, like we don't need to play with you.
Yeah. And then I feel like it leads to like resentment in a sense, not like really, but it's just like, oh my god, like every time I go somewhere they're always getting the attention, it's never me.
Yeah.
And I feel like from like a little child.
No, literally I can't imagine it.
It's probably so
annoying,
isolating. You're like, oh, it's never about me.
I think it would be different if we were fraternal and one of us was a boy, because then like you can have the bond with like one of like the brother has the bond with the other one, you know?
No, for sure. Or if the sibling was younger. I don't know.
Yes, because then we would include a younger sibling.
Yeah, like I just feel like in that.
Yeah, the thought of a younger sibling though, like I can't.
No, me neither.
Like, thank God.
I just feel like I wouldn't like, you're always like stuck babysitting when you're at the certain age. And
like,
we never had to do it.
Yeah. But like our brother either, like never had to babysit us.
No, for sure.
And it's kind of like that person, the younger sibling is always going to hang out with you. And you're like, I don't want to hang out with you.
Yeah.
But maybe if it was your sibling, you would want to. But just like thinking about it, I don't want to.
No, at all.
Yeah. What are like challenges that you think we face being twins? Like just like a birthdays, let's say, with the same day. Is that like an issue?
Okay, so no joke. I was talking to this about John because he's 10 years older than his brother. A day apart.
Yeah.
Like literally almost 10 years to the day, but it's just a day apart. And he's like, my whole life, he's like, I've just like shared this birthday with him. You know, like every time, like especially like family birthdays.
Yeah.
He's like, I always shared it. And he was telling me, he's like, now that I'm getting older, like, well, dating me, like I isolate his birthday, right? Now you're like celebrating just like him alone.
Oh, that's why he thinks it's like so special when you celebrate his
birthday.
birthday.
Like he's always like, oh my God, like it's like so exciting. Like you make my birthday so special. And I'm like, but what do you mean? And he's like, because I've been growing up and having the same birthday.
Yeah.
And I looked at him, I was like, me too. Like,
yeah, literally. But I think I love my birthday, but I also hate my birthday. I hate planning a birthday. Like,
but imagine it was only your birthday.
Yeah, I think I would hate it. Like,
me
thank
too.
God it's shared.
Me too, because like all that attention, I'm like, I don't want to deal with having to plan this event and make everyone come do something just for me. But now that I have you, I'm like, yeah, we're doing an event. We're two people.
No, literally. It makes it more fun.
Yeah.
And then you get to do something, like, first of all, for family, like, it's obviously together. And then you can do something else with, like, your boyfriends or whatever.
Yeah.
It's, like, multiple celebrations. Like, even better.
Yeah. I, like, that wasn't, like, that's not, like, I feel like maybe it's a challenge for some. Because, like, they want, like, their own space and their own day. But for, like, me, like, I like that.
Me too. I like it. I like, planning it with somebody.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I would agree. It's not really a challenge.
No, that I like. The challenge would have been, like,
people not being able to tell us apart, which I feel like it's honestly like,
oh my God, that's like all the fucking time.
I know that. I just like, I get it though.
Oh no, I get it.
It used to annoy me, but like I get it. Like, it used to be like, oh my God, can you just like know? But like, I don't even know people's names, and I've seen them all the time, and it's just them.
No, me too.
So it's like, why am I expecting them to know the difference between us?
Me too, but like it's more the way they say it. Like it's the which one are you?
Oh yeah, we spoke about that.
Yeah, it's like, it's what do you mean? Just like ask me like, hey, like what's your name?
Yeah.
Or like it's true, like, but if we've met multiple times, how do you say like, hey, what's your name? Like,
no, but they say that like mid combo. Like, you're Michelle. Yeah. You're Michelle, right?
No, like, that okay. I don't mind.
Oh really?
Like, yeah, it's the more like which
I wish you
one
started at the beginning, just if you want to speak to me, and no, now
like,
it's like
even like the our friend has like a pair of like siblings are twins, like the boys, and like when I saw them out, he's like, oh, which one are you? And I was like, honestly, like I hate that like sentence, but like I respect it because like I feel like you deal with it too.
Yeah,
it's like different.
No, for sure. And them like, I honestly
no,
but I don't care. Like, it's different. Like, I'm not like working on knowing the difference.
Yeah.
So I just don't.
That was so fucking harsh. Holy shit.
No, but like,
that's how people feel. They're like, oh, I don't care to know.
No,
which
but
is
that's
fine.
What I'm saying. It's like, even if it's just one person, sometimes I just don't care to learn your name and know who you are, you know? Like, I'm over it at that point.
No, but yeah, them, you know their name. You just like probably just don't know them difference.
Yeah. I wonder, you know how we're like, oh, like the shy one, the funny one, this one. I wonder if other people are like, oh yeah, Olivia's the shy one. Like, you know, like it's just crazy.
Oh, I feel like I've heard people say stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like they're like, oh, you have like more of an attitude.
To you?
Yeah, well, to us. Like, don't you feel like you've heard that before?
But who has more of the attitude? Like, who are they saying it to? Okay, and you agree?
No.
Really?
See?
Oh my God. You do though, and I think if other people realize. No, literally, I was at the SAQ buying stuff for your bridal shower.
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to pick out wines that I think she would like. And we kind of like similar things. And I call you just to make sure, like, I'm getting 24 bottles of wine. Like, can you just like the ones I'm picking?
Yeah.
and I'm talking to you, and the man at the SAQ helping me is like standing right beside me, and then I hear mom being like, yeah, like my other daughter's a bit more bougie and high maintenance, and I was just dying inside.
Okay, to revert back to that, she's like getting bottles of white wine, and she sends me this like wine from Chile.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like Chile doesn't have good wines, but like my instinct is gonna do Italian wines, French wines. Like I just like I've tried more of that region, so I feel like I would know.
Honestly, I just skipped Canada, USA. I went to the next section. I was looking at the dryness and low sugar, and I was just like, oh, Chile, great.
Yeah,
well, it looked good.
Yeah, and then
the man said it was good. Like he's the one that kind of gave it.
Yeah, I didn't want to fight with the man at the SAQ. You know, he was like, are they sommeliers there? Like, why do they know?
I don't know.
Are they just regular people?
I feel like they're employees. But
man,
honestly,
I was like trusting this guy. Like in my heart, I'm like, oh,
he tried a lot of them. I think it's like when you work somewhere, it's like a waiter. You've tried the food, you know it's good, you know it's popular. So I feel like he knows the grounds of the SAQ. He knows what's up.
Okay, so I can trust him.
Yeah. I was like, I'm like going off topic.
No, go for it.
I want a dry wine because I get like headaches often. We don't like a lot of sugar in our wine. He looked at me like, why do you care so much about how much sugar's in the wine? Like, do you want the alcohol to taste good or not? And I'm like, whoa. Like, I just don't want to have a migraine after this.
True, but a lot of the red wines that I do like have a lot of sugar, and I still drink them.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, those are the good ones.
But I just feel like we're going to be drinking a lot of it. So I'm like, I'd rather just have like, he was giving me like 3 grams of sugar per liter. And I was like, oh, I'd like to stay 2 and under. He's like, but it's for the whole liter. And I'm like, yeah, we're getting like a bottle a person. Like I might end up drinking this entire bottle of wine.
Yeah, which isn't a crazy amount of sugar, but you're just like, I'm drinking.
I know. I think I have like a granola bar that has more than that.
Yeah.
But still, I hate drinking the cals.
Yeah.
It's not even the calories, it's the sugar intake, you know?
No, it's the headache after.
No, literally the headache after. Which I think, I feel like everyone's like that.
Yeah.
Okay, going back to like the twin thing. Would you rather be siblings or do you want, like, I know we have another sibling, but would you rather us be siblings? Like if I was a year older, you were a year older. Yeah, you'd rather be siblings?
No, I meant like, I get your question, and then now I'm thinking about it.
Oh, take your time. Let it sink in.
I think I'd rather be. Do I rather just like a sister? Okay, I'd rather be twins. I'd rather be like how we are now because I think it's like really cool. We're close. Like it's fun. I feel like growing up, I would have said differently. Yeah. I feel like I really like grew into it because at the beginning it was more just like we say before, like more of like an identity crisis for others, reflecting it onto us. Where like then I
childhood trauma from other people.
Yeah, like so then I was like, oh, I wish like I didn't have a twin. Like it's always like the twins, and I felt boxed. I felt like with a title, no one knew my name. It was just like freak showish, like stuff like that.
Do you remember when someone asked us if we were gonna go to the twin parade in Montreal?
Yeah, and I was like, I'd rather never leave my house again.
No, I was like, what a freak. Like we're all just gonna be in this parade. I just couldn't.
No, like could never
be
would
me.
Never.
I think I agree with that though. That I'd rather be twins than I feel like it's like cute.
Yeah, it's like different.
It's like different and like not like other girls.
Yeah. No, I agree. Or if I couldn't have that, an older sister. Like, no way I'm dealing with this like someone younger.
I know. I think I'm the youngest sibling. Like, I can't have someone younger than me.
No, I just like, I don't know. It would be cool to have someone older, like, not younger.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. So let's talk about like some myths that people ask us that we're like, this is not fucking true.
Fun.
One of them being, no. Okay, people always ask us, like, I don't even know, like,
if you're sad, do you feel sad? Like, oh, something bad happened to her.
Each other's emotions.
Yeah, like, oh, are you sad now? But I always say this. I'm like, it's not that I feel her emotion. Like, my friend could be sad. I'm sad for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're sad. Like, I'm sad. Like, I guess maybe more than a friend. Like,
for
friend, I'm a little, like, one step removed. You, it's like I might be thinking about it more. Like, oh, my God, poor her. Like, it sucks.
Yeah. You know? No, I agree.
So, yeah, but it's not necessarily that I feel your pain. It's more like I'm sympathizing hard.
No, for sure. No, it's like...
I'm going 100 in sympathy.
It's like when people hit her, like, hits you, like, do you feel it? Like, that shit.
Yeah.
That, no. But emotional, like, pain, like, I feel like because you would talk about it, I just feel like I'd be sad for you if something happened, you know?
Yeah. No, me too. Probably more than like an average person, like, or like a friend.
Yeah.
I would say.
Or like if people, you know, when the iPhone used to be like, you'd press your finger and it would open.
I feel like it still does that. No?
No, now it's like Face ID.
Oh, right.
So it used to be like, oh, can you open each other's like phones? It's like we have different fingerprints. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just things like that. I'm like, isn't this common knowledge? Like, I don't know why you're like asking me.
Or the face recognition.
Yeah, I feel like once it did open for me, for you.
Yeah, I remember. I feel like that was like fluke. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Here, can you try to open it?
oh my God, I opened it.
Yeah, I feel like with face recognition, you could. If it was a fingerprint, you couldn't.
No. Yeah, it's wow, guys, myth gone wrong. I could
No,
open
the
her
myth
phone.
was the fingerprint. This face recognition, I feel like you
Oh,
could
I think
have.
yeah.
It's like, it's just an iPhone.
You know,
it's
I
nothing crazy.
remember when I was like working at another office, like we needed our boss like sign off on something.
Yeah.
And he was in the office, so like my other coworker took the phone. And there was like a picture of him like in the office, and she took the phone and she like put it to the picture to see if she can open. It didn't work though.
Okay, but that's different. That's literally a picture. I feel like the
No, but I'm
phone
saying
knows like the 3D-ness.
Yeah. No, that's why. Like, I think it recognized that it was a picture and it wasn't going to open, but
Yeah.
like it was like a cool thing.
No, for sure. And this is
Would have been sick if it opened.
and
though.
it's not like the craziest technology, you know?
Yeah.
Even like they'll ask us if our cousins are twins, if our parents have cousins that are twins, and because we're identical, it's a fluke. Like, this shit just happens.
Yeah.
Like, there's no twins in our family. Like, that shit just, the egg broke and sterilized. I don't know. Can't get into it, but you know what I mean? Like, fraternal would be skipping a generation.
Yeah. No, 100%. I feel like people who have twins in their family always have twins.
Yeah.
You know what I
it's
mean?
always like skipping.
No, but they're always like, oh, like, what a fluke. You know, they're like, I can't believe it. Like, yeah, like, our cousins are twins, but, like, you know, and I'm like, no, like, it's not as shocking to me.
No, I'm
like when our friend's brother had twins, and I asked, and she's like, oh, yeah, on her side of the family, she has twins.
Yeah.
I'm like, then I'm not actually shocked.
No, I'm like, here you are. You
They
skipped a
d-
generation,
yeah.
now it's you.
Yeah, I'm never like, I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Do you want twins? Would you want to have twins?
Like, I'm not like, oh, I want twins. I'm like, oh, I would love a daughter, but not, I want twins. If I had twins, it would be sick.
Yeah.
But it's not something I like. It's not something I think about.
I know, because our
You?
friend, I feel like Lisa was always like, oh, I'd want to. I don't know if anymore.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like when she was younger, I feel like now she says she wants boys, but like I feel like younger she would
But
say
it could
that.
be twin boys.
That's true. But I don't hear her talking about it anymore. But I feel like when we were younger, she did.
Yeah, you?
I feel the same way like you. Like, I wouldn't mind having twins.
But it's not something I'm like, oh, yeah, I want that.
No, me too. I feel like because we are, but I think there are people who are like, oh, I would love to have twins.
Yeah.
I think it's more of the concept of like, oh, now you just have like 2 kids right away. You don't have to deal with more.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. As long as they're identical, I really wouldn't mind.
Sobs to find out they're not. No, but me neither. Like, it's nothing that I'm like, oh my God, about.
You know, I was in a visit and this new mom came in to look at a house and I told you the story?
No.
She came in with like 2 strollers, double strollers, and she's like, oh yeah, I have twins. I'm like, oh my God, like I'm a twin, like whatever. Started talking. And I'm like, are they identical? She's like, I don't know. I guess we'll see when they grow up.
What?
I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, we never did the test to see if they were identical. I'm like, what do you mean the test? Like, okay, yeah, there is a test, but I'm like, doesn't the doctor just tell you?
Yeah.
Like, if at one point you thought you were having 1 kid and now all of a sudden you're having 2.
No, but like, did 2 eggs drop or did 1?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they know that.
And I just like didn't feel like getting into it, but I was like, oh,
Maybe
okay.
she didn't want to get into it.
No, I feel
This
like
bitch
they're
is
not
lying.
Yeah, I feel like they're not identical, and she could have just said no.
Yeah. Oh, but she didn't want. See, she already knows it's less cool, so she's already making
No, I
up a
actually
lie.
feel like she doesn't know how to tell. Like,
Yeah.
No, I actually feel like she doesn't know if she has identical twins or not.
Oh.
And she was like,
she's honest.
No, I feel like the vibe I was getting is like she actually doesn't know, and she's gonna wait till they're 5 so she can see if she can tell the difference.
Damn. I just found out my coworker's mom is a identical twin.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like growing up, did you find it hard to tell like who was like your
Yes.
mom and stuff? And she's like, no. She's like, I always knew like who my mom is. She's like, even now, like obviously, like she's like, I know. She's like, but looking back at pictures, she's like, I can't tell.
Yeah.
And I was like, no joke. me and Michelle cannot tell the difference of us in baby pictures. It's actually wild to look at a picture of you and someone else and then not know which one is you.
Just the other day with Steve and John, like they were at the house and we're all hanging out at my parents' house. And there was pictures and they were trying to figure out like who's who. And like we were all, literally all four of us like guessing together. Like if it was the same like fairgrounds, you know?
No, that's what I find the most wild thing about the twin aspect is.
There's a certain age though I could start telling. Like I feel like our smile and everything.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about like little.
Yeah, like bebe.
Bebe.
No, I couldn't tell.
No, at all. But even now, like I took a picture of myself from like 6 years ago. Well, I didn't take a picture. I took a picture of myself 6 years ago and it came up on my Snapchat memory and I sent it to her for some reason. I think my crimped hair or something.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh my God, that could have been me.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, this could have been me.
Yeah, like things like that. Like sometimes I'm like, oh shit. Like that.
Did you feel that way when I said it?
Once you said it, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's the glasses, I find.
It was the glasses, and I only remember me like crimping, like braiding my hair like that.
And I think I was in a Jam SB sweater.
Oh yeah, you were.
So like
you were in my sweater.
Yeah, so it was like distorting a little bit.
Yeah. Oh my God, no, that was the whole look. It just looked like it could have been me. That's so true. You know those like videos, like TikToks, as you were talking about your friends and being a twin, where it's like a baby, and I've seen it with more men identical twins, and like the uncle is holding the baby and then the dad walks in and the baby's like so confused, like who's who.
Yeah.
So do
they usually know?
I don't know. This baby would like, I don't know if they knew or not. They were like looking back and forth. But when we have a child, we'll test it out.
Yeah, 100%.
We'll see if they could tell.
But I feel like it's like instinct, like you know who like your mother is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you would just like hold them and like they know. It's like,
yeah. No, I agree with that.
Yeah, like it's not something that I think they would mess up.
Yeah. Do you think we could? Well, like I know the answer, but I'm just like out here pretending. Do you think we could? No, this is something other people think we could, like read each other's minds almost.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But we do have like a look that's like we know exactly what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
Which I think friends could have that too. I think if you're really close with people, you can give each other a look and you know exactly what's going on.
Oh my God, if we couldn't mind read, like next level shit.
We would never be talking.
No.
We'd sit in silence. We had our own language growing up though.
Yeah,
that's
we
different.
did. And I've learned that a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Which is like crazy because like we just said the same word in like different octaves and different like,
literally,
you know what I mean?
Different pitches.
Yeah, and you knew exactly what we were talking about.
It was nonstop verbal, and it was just yeah.
But I think that was like the looks, you know. I feel like you had to like be looking at each other and like
you're doing something, saying the word over and over and over again, and you just kind of knew. My mom has a video of us just like there talking to each other and like giggling and like just speaking, playing, like just talking in our language, like having the best time.
Yeah.
And she was like, "What's going on here?"
That's like the best. You're just like in your world.
Yeah.
That literally, like that, what you just said, remind me, you know, the book, well, the show, when we were younger, they were cartoons. It was like a boy and a girl, and they would like be in their room playing, and they would open the book and like jump in, and they would be like in
the dragon book,
Dragon Tale.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That
it was a boy and a girl.
Yeah. Because, like, now looking back, it's like that's their imagination, right? Like, they're opening a book and they're, like, playing. You know when you're a little kid and you're, like, with dragons and, like, they created this world. So I feel like that was us. Like, we had, like, a whole world.
Yeah, 100%. Wow, I never thought of that cartoon like that.
Yeah, it's like they're not really in the book.
I know.
And they're usually, like, you know, like, the mom comes back in to be like, dinner's ready. And they're, like, on a broomstick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because in their imagination, they were, like, on, like, a dinosaur.
Yeah. Oh, wow. There's so many good shows from, like, back in the day.
Yeah. I was actually talking with John. We were, like, I think I brought up, I saw a video of Harry Styles singing, I think he showed it to me, the Hilary Duff song.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, so I showed it to him. I'm like, do you remember this song or whatever? And then I started talking about Lizzie McGuire, and he was like, oh, I never watched Lizzie McGuire. Like, I only watched...
Did we though?
No, but then we were talking about shows that we both of us only had like cable shows.
Yeah.
Later on, he said he did get like a stick and he was able to watch Disney, but we were like talking about like all the different kids
like
shows.
YTV.
Yeah, we're like, you didn't watch that one, or like he watched them, and I'm like, these were like the best cartoons.
I know, but now you would look at them and be like, what? Like, what is going on here.
Yeah, but what are cartoons now? Or maybe we're not in that space.
No, we don't watch cartoons now.
Yeah.
But I think the cartoons now are like so real.
Yeah, it's like a different aspect of it.
Yeah, I feel like as we got older, the cartoons started getting like better drawings.
But I feel like it, depending which show you watched, it was like a different like style. Like they were
100%.
Yeah. Oh, good days.
The good times.
Yeah.
But no, like I hate saying that because there's so much better shit now.
Yeah.
But looking back on it, like we were talking about, I just tangent the
Go
dragon one.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Oh,
The Land Before Time.
Yes.
Like that was the best movie sequel.
It really was.
And I was trying to tell my friend the other day about it. She had no idea what we were talking about, and I was like, "This is so sad that you never saw this."
Well, we only know it because of our other friend when we would go over.
Yeah, but at least we saw it.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. It's like fun to like know what other people watch and what you don't watch.
Yeah. So like I know how like we feel about being twins, but do you think like our friends think it's cool that they're friends with a pair of twins?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't know. We'd have to ask them. I think they're just so used to it. We met them when we were like 12, some 5. Like they're just like, oh, this is it.
Yeah, but maybe they were 12. You know, like when you're 12, it's like superficial. You want to be friends with someone because like they're pretty or they have like a pencil case that you thought was cool.
Yeah.
Like, so like maybe they want to be friends with you because like, oh, they're twins. Like that's so cool.
Yeah. That's a good point. I don't know.
Like it's just like a thing that
I'm trying to think if I would want to be friends with someone because
they're a twin. Well, no,
or like let's say a triplet. Let's like go like a bit different than what we are. Like I don't think I could give a fuck.
No, but we're getting to freak show-ish. Not that twins are a freak show, but like there's just like, can triplets be identical? Or is identical just a pair?
I don't know. I want to Google that really quickly.
Because like, no, because like then I would feel like it's like weird. Like no offense to like any triplets, but like I feel like it gets crazy weird. Like Octomom, fucking weird. John and Kate +8. It's like weird.
Oh my God, so it says, okay, I'm literally not searching hard for this answer. I took the first thing I saw.
Okay, we'll believe it.
In a pregnancy with triplets or more, your babies could be all identical, all fraternal, or a mix of both. So I think you could have two that are identical.
That's the worst combination.
Yeah, you might as well just have twins and then an older sibling.
No, like you're all fraternal or you're all identical.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And the odds are 1 in every 4,000 naturally conceived pregnancies that they're all identical.
Or triplet. Or just a triplet in general.
Sorry.
It's okay. Take your time with this research.
Sorry, I'm going to take that back. The chances of having identical triplets are about 1 in every 6. That's not bad.
Here's to hoping.
No.
I'm kidding.
But yeah, that's like not terrible.
No.
So that's a little bit about us.
Yeah, we thought we'd like dig into a little bit more. Maybe another time we'll do some more like myths or questions that twins have. But I feel like we did like a good chunk.
We should do like questions for each other.
Yeah.
Like who do we think? Like, you know how other people are like the shy one, this one. We should do what we think. Like do it separately and we should go through what we think like we are.
Okay. Thoughts for the future?
Yeah.
Yeah. But like it was a good like open into our world.
Yeah. Loved it.
Loved it. So thanks for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for next time. Bye.